Now, as you could probably tell, just by looking at the room, probably by the thumbnail, I'm back home. Finally back. Took me long enough. But why is my shit lagging? Okay. But if you couldn't tell as well, got a little bit of stubble growing, especially over here. I don't like how asymmetrical it's looking. So I also need to shower and everything still. Get ready. So you know what? Give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back. As you can tell, shaved, cleaned up, a little bit red around here. Not sure why, but should be away at some point soon. But it feels weird being back from London. It feels like when I got back from New Orleans, but not more extreme, just like it just feels like when I got back from New Orleans, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna go make myself some breakfast because I need to eat. I didn't really gain or lose weight while I was in London. I just sort of maintained, which is fine, but it's not ideal. So I'm gonna go make myself breakfast and bring you with. There we go. where I'm at right now is it's very windy outside. You can hear stuff like bumping up against the glass, but I'll put the macros of this meal on screen in a minute. Let me just flip a stroopwafel. Then I'll have a napkin to place it down on. I started eating stroopwafels when I actually got off the plane, because on the plane that was one of the things they offered for breakfast, and I had a stroopwafel with my breakfast. They're really good. Yeah. And if you've never had a stroopwafel before, you're missing out. Because they are the bomb. But I've got my tea. Very hot still. My creatine in it. So I'll put the macros of this meal up. I don't know if they're off the top of my head, but I know they're pretty good. I have them logged in Macro Factor, the Jeff Nippard one. It's really good. I used it over in London, and I think that's probably part of why I was able to maintain my weight so much. It's just because I knew what I was putting in my body, how much I was lifting, all that stuff. I was able to actually, act accordingly and adjust my lifting and food regimen. I just tried to talk and almost spat my oatmeal everywhere. But at the moment, there isn't a crazy amount to really talk about. Mainly just because, I'm sort of in a limbo stage right now. When I say in limbo, I just sort of mean that, there's no classes yet. I haven't started working yet. None of my, original high school friends are back yet. And then, what else is there? Oh yeah, I haven't really figured out how I want to continue with filming and stuff. I want to use a camera I actually found. And then I'd have to buy a new tripod though, because the thing is, before my trip to Dartmoor, part of my tripod broke. So I had to super glue it back together. But the thing is, I super glued it fully together. So I'd have to buy a whole new tripod, which I'm fine with. Just a little bit annoying. But it is what it is. My plans for today, though. Fucking nothing, man. I guess I'll make this sort of like a full day of eating type thing. Nothing too insane, but this is bulking. Fuck me, that's hot. Oh my god. Took too big of a mouthful. Holy shit. It is weird being back though. God, how do I describe it? It's there actually isn't really a way to describe it unless you've done something like this. There isn't really a way to understand this feeling of like, in the span of like just 3.5 months, you live like 2 years. Like the amount of experience that I gained from that is probably comparable to, like, as I said, 2 years. I mean, the whole idea of moving to a new city, having a whole new group of friends, starting college for the first time, being in a whole new country, traveling alone, and also traveling with friends, but no, help from parents, figuring that stuff out. Needing to, cook just for myself, having to budget. All that stuff is like so much. Also being able to go out to bars and everything. Like going out to pubs and everything was so much fun. Especially with really cool people. So like all this stuff I feel like is comparable to at least, 2 years worth of, things to experience. I mean, I don't really know many 18-year-olds that moved to London for 3.5 months and met an Italian film student and became really good friends with him and acted in one of his short films 3 days before, or not 3 days, like 5 days before leaving back to America. Like, I don't know, it's pretty cool experience if I say so myself. But it is a bit, not saddening or disheartening, but just sort of melancholic, I guess, not to be able to go out super spontaneously and do something really cool. I do miss my friends there. That is one thing. But the thing is, I also like, I'm gonna be so real with everyone. I do not miss them that much. Because, like, I'm gonna see them in like a month. So it's literally just like a see you later type thing. Just like, literally that's happened to me in high school before. Just like not seeing a friend for a month and then back to normal. Like, I'm not sad about that. That's just sort of, a thing of life. New strat unlock, guys. New eating meta. New eating meta. Fuck all those goofy ass looks maxers. Becoming all fucking weird looking. We're out here mouse maxing instead of trying to debloat ourselves, give ourselves an ugly ass jawline. We just eat a bunch of cheese and get really big. As a mouse maxer myself, I will say cheese is so good, dude. Like, you can just pound this shit again and again and again. At least I can. And it's got pretty good protein. Obviously not the best, but if you just have like a protein shake with it or something, then you do pretty good. You got a good amount of fats, good amount of... Damn, my hair's fucking stupid looking. Holy moly. Alright, I'm just a fucking shut, I guess. No, but have a protein shake with it. Have like some whole wheat crackers. Protein shake. You had a pretty good, rounded meal. I think on the topic of mass maxing, we should also squeak more often. We should squeak max. It's so fucking stupid, dude. I'm sitting here in my room. I'm fucking talking about eating cheese. Mouse maxing. And whatever other fucking bullshit I'm coming up with, dude. But no, on a real note, it is, cheese at least is a good source of protein. You can make the argument about it being, higher in fat than other sources. Okay, yeah. But you ever had the fucking Sainsbury or Tesco or Waitrose meal deal? That's the bacon, brie, and chili shoot-me sandwich. Try that one on. Try that one out for size. Because that was the best meal. Dude, I miss that meal deal. It was so good. Way higher in fat than I would want. But it was pretty good regardless. I keep going back and forth. Dude, I actually need to fucking lock in and stop being a fucking chud maxer, dude. But, no, yeah, as I've been thinking, I think the idea of competing in the fall 2026 makes a bit more sense. So I think that's what I'm going to do, to be honest. Yeah. Unless, actually, no, it does make more sense, because I can also lock in with working over the summer and actually save up money. Because a big problem I'm having right now, or at the moment, is I'm sort of doing freelance work almost. At my old job, where if someone calls out sick, I go in, fill their shift, do whatever they do, which is giving me more experience to do, more stuff, be it, driving, front of house work, dishwashing, all the stuff that I didn't do normally, I'm going to get to do. So it is very much a useful thing, I will say. But, let me actually, let me do a good little, But yeah, competing in the fall is probably going to be ideal for me. It's probably the best bet I'll have in terms of being bigger than before, being leaner than before, having more money than before, and overall just being cooler than before. So kind of a no-brainer if you ask me. But yeah, I'm just gonna eat my Doritos, my cheese, and drink the protein shake my phone is resting on right now instead of my tripod, because the tripod is too tall. Yeah, I'll see you, I guess after the next meal when I talk about what I had, because the next meal is probably going to be dinner, which I have with my family. So, not really going to film that, but I'll probably just talk a little bit after. I should probably go to the gym, actually. Yeah, but I'll probably see you after dinner when I talk about what I had. Talk a little bit on the way to the gym. Num 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 num. Minecraft. Num 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 num. Num 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 num. I'm gonna be quick because my phone's low-key close to being dead. But my dinner was 2 pork chops, 150 something grams of brown rice, 3 little florets of broccoli. And then little small potatoes, the ones that are that big, that big, something like that, But I just wrapped up at the campus gym, and it's as good as I remember it. I went there once before I left for London. It was 3.5 months ago. Oh my god, it's been so long, dude. Holy fuck. Yeah, it was literally I think it was August 26th. It's August 26th. I went at 6:30 a.m. And it's been so, I don't know what to say, man. It's fucking crazy, dude. I was overseas for 3.5 months. That's almost a third of the year. It's actually insane, dude. Wow. Well, I gotta get home and have a little, like, mini post-workout meal, just like, protein shake, and then probably something, something carb heavy, and then watch some JoJo's with my dad, because I'm getting him into that shit. Part 4. And it's pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna drive home and enjoy some peak while I eat. Yeah.